April the 27th through May the 2nd is Blue Ribbon Week here in Kentucky with the Kentucky Youth and Children's Foundation. I have with me on Mid Mornings with Amy this morning Brian Shannon. He is the Executive Director of the Kentucky Youth and Children's Foundation, and he has brought a special guest with him this morning, his daughter Samantha. And we will talk to Samantha in just a few moments about some great work that she has done to support Blue Ribbon Week and help our kids. And Samantha, we're going to give your brothers a hard time this morning because they're not here and you are. Where are they this morning?
They're at school.
And you are on the radio. Well, Samantha, we're so glad you're here. Brian, before we talk about Blue Ribbon Week, talk a little bit about the Kentucky Youth and Children's Foundation and the work you do.
Sure. Kentucky Youth and Children's Foundation, we support two child care facilities, one in Albany, which is Foothills Academy, and one in Monticello, which is Otter Creek Academy. The one in Monticello takes care of girls, and the one in Albany takes care of boys. We take care of about 110 youth each and every day who've at some point been victims of abuse and neglect in their life. And our job is to get them and heal them from the issues that they've suffered as a result of the issues that they have been through in their life. And so our goal is to bring them in there, show them what life is more about versus what they have seen in their past, and to heal them from those things, but also provide education, those kind of things. We have a school on campus we'll talk to about it later on as we go on. But really and truly, it's helping them to overcome the effects of the abuse and neglect that they've suffered in their lives. So, most
of the children who are at those facilities, Otter Creek and Foothills, the children and the youth, they're local. They're from this region.
Yes, yeah. I'd say probably we get kids from throughout the state, but probably around 60% of them are from the Lake Cumberland area. And so when you stop and think about that, that's a lot of kids. But think about this. Each and every day there's about 170 cases of abuse and neglect reported in Kentucky alone.
And that's each day.
That's each day. And over the last 5 years, that number has risen 35%. So each year we see that number go up and go up and go up. And so you can see it's a huge problem across the state.
We celebrate Blue Ribbon Week to bring awareness to the fact that, like you said, there are over 170 children who are abused and neglected in Kentucky each day. And a part of this week is to also help raise money for the Kentucky Youth and Children's Foundation. So what are some things that you all are doing this week to help raise money for those kids?
Sure, there's a lot of things going on this week. Today, for instance, if you contact our office, and we can give you a flyer. You can go to eat at Texas Roadhouse tonight from 4 to 10. It's pretty easy. You just go eat, have a meal. They give a portion of your ticket back to us. We're going to do that again tomorrow night at Bob Evans, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. You can do that at Ruby Tuesdays. But then also on Saturday, we have a fun bowling event where families can come out and bowl. But we also have a bowling tournament, and we can talk about that as the half hour continues, about the ways that you can come out there and be a part of that and just have a fun day doing that. And just it's a fun time where families can come out and bowl and spend some time together, but also know that a portion of what you're doing is going back to us and helping the kids that we take care of.
I've been to those facilities, Otter Creek and Foothills. They're amazing facilities, and it costs a lot of money to operate them and to provide the schooling for the children and to make sure that you have qualified staff to provide for them and teach them and take care of them. So it's so important that during Blue Ribbon Week, people give what they can to help those facilities and to help those children. We'll also be doing some live remotes throughout this week at certain businesses in town who are helping in that effort.
Yes, exactly. Wednesday we're going to be broadcasting from Don Marshall's. We're excited about that. Don Marshall's has been a supporter of ours from time to time. Also, we're going to be at Little Lambs on Thursday, and then we're going to close it out on Friday at Ashley Home Furniture Store. So we're excited about those businesses that have seen the need and have made a donation to help us out. In return, we're going to go down there and have a good time talking about their businesses, but also reminding folks about what this week is all about in the month of April.
If there are other businesses in town who might not be a part of the Bowl-a-thon yet or the live remotes that we're doing this week, what are some ways that businesses can get involved with Blue Ribbon Week and the Kentucky Youth and Children's Foundation?
Well, they can simply just give us a call and say, hey, we'd like to sponsor a child for this week or this month, and we can tell them about what it cost us to take care of those kids in that time, and they can say, hey, here's X number of dollars, and we want to take care of these many kids this week or such. They can also still participate in the bowling event. We have a small tournament that we're going to be doing, just a fun tournament to come out and have fun and such, and they can call us up and they can put a team in, something like that, or be a sponsor for that event. So there's lots of different ways. If they just want to give us a call at our office, they can call us at 676-0082, and we'd love to partner up with them.
We'll talk more about Blue Ribbon Week and the Bowl-a-thon coming up on Saturday, and we'll also talk to Samantha Shannon. She's going to tell us some pretty cool things that she's been doing, not only to help her dad this week, but to help the kids as we celebrate Blue Ribbon Week. And we'll talk all about that when we come back on Mid-Mornings with Amy, presented by the Mohole of Somerset. Well, welcome back to Mid-Mornings with Amy. It is Monday, April the 27th, 8:45 in the morning. Welcome back from the weekend, and I hope you are having a wonderful start of your work week. We are talking with Brian Shannon with the Kentucky Youth and Children's Foundation this morning. And, Brian, it's Blue Ribbon Week here. Yes. In Pulaski County and in Somerset, April the 27th through May the 2nd. And we've been talking about some of the ways that the community is helping support the children of Otter Creek and Foothills, the facilities that the Kentucky Youth and Children's Foundation supports. And it's all culminating on Saturday with the Bowl-a-thon.
Yes, we're excited about that. It's our second one. Currently we have about, I think, almost 12 teams that have signed up to participate. And so we've got room for more, and it's $100 a team, but it's a fun event, and all the proceeds go directly to the kids. You come out, you're going to get a T-shirt and a couple of little things, but more importantly, it's helping those kids who've been been dealt a bad card in life. They've been through some rough stuff, and it's our job at Otter Creek and Foothills to help them overcome those issues that they've been a part of. And we're pleased in the fact that we do our on campus schooling. Last year we had 16 kids graduate from high school. We had a couple more get their GED, and we had about half of those go on and finish their education in college. And that's what we want to do. We want to see these kids who've come in, who have been through some bad stuff, who are able to believe in us and trust in us and what we're saying, and help them turn around where they're going, and participate in the simple act of bowling can really help benefit those kids and make an impact in their lives. And that's what we like to talk about, is how you can impact a life. And this weekend you can impact a life by rolling a ball down a lane and knocking over a few pins. And it's simple, but it's fun, and we're going to have a fun time just being out there and enjoying the day. And so we're just encouraging folks to come out and participate. If you want to just come out and bowl a couple of games yourself, there's a way that you can do that and still be a part of everything. It's $10, and part of the proceeds go back to helping the kids. So you can come out and do that beforehand, before the tournament, and then come be a part of the tournament. So a lot of different ways you can do that. You can visit our website or give us a call for more information. We'd love to talk to people about it.
So anyone who has not already registered to go bowling on Saturday can still do that. It's at Briar Bowl.
It's at Briar Bowl, yes.
And it begins at?
Well, we're going to start around 1:30.
1:30.
If you just want to come in and just do a bowl, but the bowling tournament itself starts at 2. So, but yeah.
So people can come in, pay the $10, and bowl
a couple of games, include your shoes. I mean, it's a good deal.
The kids.
And you're bowling for the kids. So, we encourage families to come out and bring their children and bowl, and that's a time to share with them exactly what they're doing there. They're having fun, but they're also helping kids themselves. So,
Brian, you have brought your daughter with you this morning. It's her first time in our studio. Samantha Shannon, good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. You are a second grader at Pulaski County Elementary School, and you have done something very, very cool to help the kids that your dad works with every day and tries to raise money for during Blue Ribbon Week. So we're looking at looks like a Dora the Explorer lunchbox full of blue ribbons. Tell us all about these ribbons, and why did you want to make them this week?
It helps the children that my dad works with,
and you're selling these. So
yeah.
How much are you selling these for, in case anyone wants to buy some of these blue ribbons?
$5.
And people get 2.
Yes.
2 blue ribbons, and these are the blue ribbons that you can wear on your lapel, wear on your shirt, and wear around this week to let everybody know that you support the children of Foothills and Otter Creek. So how many have you made so far? This is a full lunch pail, and I've heard you've made far more than this.
Yes. we've made over 200 of them.
And who is we? I know you've taken the lead on this and made most of them, but who's helping you?
Daddy has helped a little bit with that, and then Andy Butin from Somerset Independent Schools. He has done some community service stuff for us, and that's exactly kind of how it started. I was looking for someone to help out make a few blue ribbons, not quite to this level, and Samantha found out about, hey, what is this? What are you doing with these blue ribbons? And so she said, hey, I can make blue ribbons. And so she said, I'd love to do that and help you sell them. So it just kind of evolved from there, and she took the lead from there. So.
And you've made these with glue, so rather than have sometimes that little needle that can go in there, that pin that might stick you and come out, you've glued them together. So that was a pretty nice idea. Have you had fun doing this? Has it been fun for you?
Yes.
Good, good. How much money have you made so far?
Over $400.
That is a lot of money to help the children with the Kentucky Youth and Children's Foundation. Do you think you'll do this again next year?
Probably.
I hope so, because you've done a really good job. That's a great idea. So has this meant a lot to you? What's this mean to you when you sit down and put these ribbons together? What are you thinking about when you're putting all these ribbons together? Are you thinking about those kids that you're helping and how much money you can raise for them?
Pretty much.
That's wonderful. Well, Samantha, we're so proud of you for taking the initiative to put these ribbons together. And where are you selling these? How can people get a blue ribbon if they want one?
My dad's website.
And that is the Kentucky Youth and Children's Foundation website. And we will put that website on our Facebook page at Somerset 106 so that you can visit it. And you can also donate online. People can donate online if they want to help the Kentucky Youth and Children's Foundation. And we'll also take a picture of Samantha and some of the blue ribbons and also put on our Facebook page so that people can see all the work that you've done to help the kids. So thank you so much for what you've done. And once again, is there anything you want to say to your brothers who are not here this morning? Take a chance. I know you're the youngest of three, and you've got two older brothers. So if you've ever wanted to say something to them, what do you want to say?
I don't know.
It's fun. It's fun for her that she's not in school and they are, right?
I know. Brian, what does it mean to you, stepping aside from being the executive director of the Kentucky Youth and Children's Foundation, but as a dad, to see your daughter want to help you in the work that you do every day?
It's just really cool. You know, that's what I do. I want to help these kids, and that is translated into Samantha somewhat. That she's like, hey, I can make ribbons. I love crafts. I love to do that kind of stuff. So it just seemed like, for her, it was just kind of, hey, if you're making ribbons, well, I can make the ribbons. If you're going to sell them, I can help you sell them. And so it was just really, really neat to see her come to a point where she realizes, hey, I can do something little to help out someone else, and it's something that I enjoy doing. And so that's what we try to do when we're looking for different things to raise money for these kids. Something that you already like to do, or something that's fun, that's not really anything more than what you may be doing. She likes to make crafts. She's going to make ribbons and do some other things. She's always painting and doing some other things. So for her to take time just to make a few extra than she would have and then sell them to help out kids was fun for her, and also it makes an impact in those lives of those kids. So.
And anyone listening this morning who might be thinking about helping the Kentucky Youth and Children's Foundation in some way during Blue Ribbon Week, you can buy one of Samantha's ribbons for $5. You get 2 of them, and we'll tell you how you can do that on our Facebook page at Somerset 106, and you can also visit the Kentucky Youth and Children's Foundation website at kentucky-youth.org. And we'll talk more with Brian and Samantha when we come back on Mid Mornings with Amy. Thank you so much for joining me this morning on Mid Mornings with Amy. It is Monday, April the 27th, and this is Blue Ribbon Week here in Pulaski County in Somerset, and we've been talking with Brian Shannon and his daughter Samantha about Blue Ribbon Week. Brian, very quickly, tell people how they can get involved this week.
They can be involved by just contacting us and being a part of the bowling event that we have on Saturday. Again, it starts at 1:30. You can come out and bowl with just your family, or you can be a part of the bowling tournament. It starts at 2.
And Samantha, you have made some really great blue ribbons for people to wear. And again, how can they find them? How can they buy them? $5 for 2.
At my dad's website.
At the website, which is kentucky-youth.org. Kentucky-youth.org. That's Kentucky-youth.org. Brian, we'll be seeing you this week as we broadcast from Don Marshall, Little Lambs, and Ashley Furniture Home Store as they support the kids. Thanks, Brian.
Thank you.
Thanks, Samantha.